Good morning, Twitch. And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I am, of course, Chloe Chimera, as you all know me, and today I am very excited to finally be playing the 7.4 MSQ. We were supposed to do this last weekend, but I got sick. I was not feeling well, and well, you know how it is. Sometimes we just gotta go through it. But anywho, really quickly, because I'm very excited about this, the new background. It is raining. You can hear the rain sounds in the background. It's so lovely. I threw this together in not 5 minutes. It took me a couple more minutes than just 5 minutes, but I threw this together really quickly because I just love the chatting scene from last time, from last stream. The end of at the end of our Road to Requiem series, which I will be doing one more episode of tomorrow, but I love that setup so much that I wanted to spend just a couple more minutes and flesh it out, make it more suit the channel, I guess. So yeah, I'm kind of nerdy, but whatever. It's cute, it's adorable, and I don't know what we're gonna use this for, if ever again, but yeah. I'm also streaming on Linux right now, so you might notice that my VTubers emotions are a little stunted today. It's just how it's gonna be. My puppeting is actually a little bit smoother, I think. The animations on these on this program, I think, are a little bit better. Unfortunately, we lose out on the use of peripherals, but hey, is what it is. I don't think the peripherals not really particularly worked with 14 anyway, so I'm gonna cut that. I'm just gonna call that a loss and move on. I'll take a sip of my tea, and then we will get started because I don't really have much else to yap about. But yeah, I need to noodle around with this a little bit more, and get the expressions working properly. At least to the degree that I like. I'm not really the most expressive person, but I would like for my VTuber model to smile a little bit. Alright, let's swap over to this. We'll lose the rain sound, but that's okay. Let me make sure my chat is blocked out. Alright, cool. Chat is blocked out by chat, and we have a little stutter already. Awesome. Alright, let's stop hanging out around this corner like a creep. Let's go talk to Alfie. With the winds. Alright, so this is going to be all completely new and fresh. Apparently, we are moving on from the last storyline that ended in 7.3. So the expansion story is pretty much over, and this is going to be set up for next expansion. From what I understand, I could be wrong.
People regain their memories of their lost loved ones. No longer will beings like Calyx be able to manipulate their fear and ignorance as he once did. That being the case, Alize and I have come to a decision.
We will depart Taral in the coming days. Other nations must be informed about Alexandria, a necessary step to ensure lasting peace. Then, we shall return to Garlemald. Our experiences here should serve us well in the ongoing restoration efforts.
However, one pressing matter remains. Calyx's summoning ritual was tied to a concept of his own creation. Ascian involvement is assured, but we have yet to ascertain the extent of their influence on the Ninth.
None.
I have done what I can to treat the enthralled and those still afflicted with Levin sickness. I may now devote my undivided attention to an investigation.
You're gonna investigate me.
Then
What?
we shall leave this one in your capable hands. Do let us know if you turn anything up.
It's Erenville. My time in Tural is at an end, and so I'm headed to the harbor now.
Everybody's leaving.
We'll meet again.
Sniffle.
Of that I'm certain. Until then, I wish you safe travels.
Really? Just over the phone? You could have let me know in time to see you off. I don't know, that feels
Pull you away
appropriate.
from more important business. Perish the thought. Hey,
Ever there is important
what do you
business.
think you're doing?
Sorry to interrupt, but I thought you'd like to know.
I'm sorry.
The fugitive.
Did she yank that out of his
He
ear?
promises to tell us before he sets sail, only to try and sneak aboard his boat with nary a hug goodbye. Cold bastard. But there's still time before they weigh anchor.
Who was that nod for? Never mind. This game is goofy.
That boy. We should make for the harbor ere he wriggles free of Lamachi's grasp.
If we're heading the same way, we might join him on the ship. Good company is always welcome on a long voyage, is it not?
What? Now? I haven't finished packing.
Knowing you, the essentials are already accounted for.
Oh. Fine, if we must. But you're helping pack the rest. And I hope you've decided on a souvenir for Eunice.
I have several ideas, as it happens.
Ever aligned in purpose, if not execution.
You can align me. What?
Lest you wonder, Kryl and I intend to remain here with Y'shtola.
Okay.
To continue our study of the key, naturally. By all accounts, Preservation's facility promises to yield some answers.
Shale has been conducting a more thorough examination. She may have insights to share. Then why not invite her along to see everyone off? Surely she'd want to be there too.
That was a model. A fucking run walk strat. Damn. Alright. Got our mission? I have no idea what's going on. Where's the closest? Over here. I think I could get the hang of this whole Linux VTuber streaming thing. I have to use like an extra program maybe. This shit's pretty easy. Oh. I'm lost. I'll see if I can find a moment to talk about the Arcadian fights as well at some point, because those were actually really neat. I did those last week, so they're already a little fuzzy in my memory, but they were fun. They were nice. Hey, Shell. Sorry, my VTuber was probably bugging out there a little bit. I'm not falling asleep yet. Just have to clear my throat. That eager to be on their way, are they? Which sucks. The sad part about streaming this early in the morning is that I have like congestion, which kind of just kills my, like, well, my voice, I guess. But if I wait any longer, I don't want to stream. Like, if I don't stream this early in the morning, I just don't want to. Not these days anyway. So it's tough. You know. Them third world problems and all that. Them fourth world problems and all that down here in hell. I'll join you. I owe them thanks on behalf of Oblivion, after all. And here I thought you would protest against being parted from your work. I don't know why I couldn't read that word. Well, I'm curious to see what emerges once every piece of the puzzle is in place. The majority of the files we've unearthed are encrypted. There's little else I can do until the computer's finished with them. Besides, unlike your friends, Containment Complex 1029 isn't going anywhere. Containment Complex? Oh no, are we doing Containment Bays again? In other words, we won't be getting any answers today. Afraid not. It's going to be a while. Then shall we depart for Tuliolal forthwith? Even Lamanti's strength has its limits. Without further delay then. Nod. I want to kill stuff already. We gotta read. Don't they know I'm a warrior? I can't read. Oh, hey, Grid Spot. Good morning. Oh, I am fucking muting that for sure. Alright, bear with me a second, guys. It's not under chat settings. Holy shit, that's funny. Alright. Let me teleport. Oh, I guess not. Alright, let me have Mocha auto walk. Over there. Yeah, we'll strut. Fuck it, whatever. You guys will have to bear with me. Having fun. Dealing with Linux. Quite, actually. You guys will have to bear with me for a second while I... Here, I could do it this way. While I get used to streaming on Linux. It's gonna be a little while. I thought we could do it that way. Fuck is my mute button? No. I didn't fuck with anything, did it? Okay. Well, we're here, so I'll just put up with it for right now. Oh, I'm so silly. I could just move the tab. I amaze even myself sometimes. Who's that? Oh, that's another. That's another PC. Okay, never mind. Hi. I wish. Oh man, I feel like such a goofball sometimes. I wish you all would not make such a fuss. I am not fond of emotional partings. It doesn't have to be emotional. We just want to be here for you. At least Alpha Node and Alize were considerate enough to inform me of their plans in advance by link pearl. Some people we know would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their preparations. Okay. Let's just stare at the ground then for a second.
There they are.
Good voice acting.
You look well. No lingering effects then?
Ah, I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
I imagine there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galulja faring well?
Kona is off to survey our nation and its peoples. He wants to consult with local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies. And Galulja's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tuliyola. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
Don't it?
We knew not of what would happen between my father and Zorolja, nor of Alexandria and its queen. It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me. For the entire nation of Tuliyola. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay. But that doesn't mean we can't try. Whenever you need an ally, we'll stand with you.
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again. And on behalf of myself and my people, thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us. I'll look forward to our next visit. I'm sure we'll have exciting stories to share with one another.
Ever since I
Thumbs
introduced you
up,
to
okay.
Oklamat, you've faced no end of
Alright,
hardships.
Graha.
Many of them her fault. Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye.
They sell that, right? Like as a keychain? Like as a real keychain?
Nor
Or do I have to look
Valentine
on
for
Etsy?
every corner of the world.
Knowing Squeenix, they'd probably sell it for like 20 bucks.
To see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
Yeah, the funny thing is that when I was playing Shadowbringers for the first time, and I was like way the fuck too into this game, and I was looking at like the map, I was looking at the lore and all this, and I remember thinking like, oh, I want to go to fucking oh my god, I can't even think of what it's called right now. It's too early in the morning for this kind of a yap session. But I remember thinking I want to go to Thavnair, and I want to go to the fucking
Rest assured,
the-
upon arriving,
where
we
the-
shall
where the
make it a
fuck is
priority to visit Tataru
guy
and
is from
assuage
again?
her myriad
Son of a
fears.
bitch.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Garmald.
Safe journey, and remember to enjoy it.
Give my regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
Don't like emotional goodbyes, eh? It's a small ship for going across the ocean. Why don't they just teleport? Is the Aetherite not like an actual thing and it's just a game convention? Why don't they just teleport? Fuck? Are they stupid? It's okay, you don't have to answer that. Aetherites.
Take care!
Yeah, I remember distinctly remembering. Oh, I want to go to Thavner. I want to go to Garlemald, and then fucking Endwalker comes out.
Now, time to get back to it.
The old grind.
Duty ever calls for she who loves her realm.
Right? Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Tulijola. I'll give you the grand tour.
Grand Tour. Okay. Whatever that means.
I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural. I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
That is such a fucking good screenshot. God damn it. Yeah, I'll admit the lighting is pretty fucking solid now.
The Landsguard is looking for you. It's sparring time.
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So let's go already. Everyone's waiting to see the vow resolve in action.
Sorry, I have to go. Till next time.
Looks at wife. I mean, what? And then Endwalker comes out and... Well, actually, not even then. In those same thoughts, thinking about, oh, I want to go to Thavner and Garlemald, I was also like, yo, that other side of the, like, of Hydaelyn? They better fucking, like, send us there to explore, because that is a whole fucking shitload of land to explore.
Thus do they take to the winds.
Like, there's no way they wouldn't use that.
Their own paths in their hearts, as they should.
And now here we are. I'm not gonna pretend like I fucking saw this shit coming. But I am happy that I basically got everything I wanted out of this game. The last two expansions. I really gotta noodle around with this program, make my VTuber smile more. Or maybe you guys like that, the brooding big tittied goth. Ah, fuck, this is an accent. It wasn't supposed to be a big titty VTubing goth, but whatever. Maybe you guys like that I don't smile. That I stare at you with internalized rage. First steps. What first steps? The question is, in what direction? And that is a matter I should like to discuss with you. Okay? I should have taken the food. I'm hungry. Through the thunder. Okay. Unending codex. Okay. If I may, I think it prudent to discuss our future plans elsewhere. We are liable to hinder the dock workers if we linger. At 8 o'clock at night? What dock workers? The beach, you say? Well, no.
Tis truly a beautiful place pastoral.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records. And beyond that horizon are more lands and more people. That one I still struggle to imagine.
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact. Rather, most of us do. I merely thought I did. Oh, that's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world. The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in. 'Twas not until I met my parents in living memory that the truth of my origin began to feel real. Your experience is not unlike mine. When first I awoke, the realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality.
It's adorable.
And for me to
Looks like
embrace
I'm
mine,
sleeping.
I need to learn more about my people.
I gotta be careful with how I puppet this
Milala.
thing.
We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key, but as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing, would you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
I have no objection. What we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Agreed. My curiosity extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
If it is knowledge of the Ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin. Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent. This continent had been left
Oh, the
in
name- the
ruins
title
in the
is
wake of the storm surge, with
literal?
Alexandria the sole nation to survive the devastation. The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, 'twas Levin that dealt the final blow.
No place was spared its fury, and all was chaos in the castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights and I, but we couldn't save everyone.
Thanks for the flashback image. I totally forgot what it looked like.
Those who survived gathered within the barrier, and we took in as many foreign refugees as we could.
I have a weird question. Why the fuck is Sphene wearing
Yet,
short
despite
shorts?
the
Why is she wearing
dangerous
denim?
environment,
I
our
don't think we saw
system showed
anyone
that
else
there were
in
some
Solution 9
few
wearing denim.
souls who ventured outside the barrier, into the lands beyond. Beyond? But we thought that was impossible. I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
Oh, we're doing that now. Okay.
Going by the records, the storm surge extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere. What if there was a refuge? A place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4 centuries.
Given Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
Living memory remains physically in the 9th. If we seek a means of egress other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent. Living memory was not transported here despite being a top Everkeep. In which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
What the what?
Meaning, another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
But what if they're not?
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know? If it please your majesty. Will you accompany us?
Can't stop
If we
yawning.
do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
Wasn't that cheeky? I wouldn't miss it for 2 worlds. I would hate to see you obliterated by some lightning beast. Anything for you? Just say the word.
I thought as much. Into the great unknown we go then.
Into the great unknown. Again. Now that's settled, I'd best be off. I still need to check for description errors periodically, so I can only step away for so long. With luck, I'll have plenty to share the next time we meet. Until then. Let the rest of us make ready for a potential foray and meet at Lenode Nemo. I don't know how to pronounce the word. Ishtola's way smarter than I am, so... She used big word. Warrior Mocha no. Warrior Mocha no. Why am I like, you know what? Let's roll with it. Where are we going? Oh yeah, living memory. That makes sense. I liked it better when I could see the sky. Well, maybe I can't see the sky because it's 11 o'clock at night. Never mind. This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Oh, hold on. I can't read that fast. PX0093. If one wished to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? Currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently while supporting its aerial suspension systems. What the fuck, dude? What if this shit just came down? Thus, both lift and Lenode-based transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Okay. What if we just jumped? Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps living memory was never intended to function in this state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and Lenodes were likely the preferred modes of transportation, but that does not include the existence of others. Excuse my stuttering. She just does something to me, you know? In the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Calculating emergency systems? looks to the sky. Okay. Living memories. Airship remains prepared to deploy should evacuation be necessary. Would your majesty like to but weren't they all? They weren't people. They were programs. This place fucks with me so bad. An airship though. As soon as possible. With your majesty's authorization, the vessel can be readied for launch without delay. Alright. Oh, it's just as tacky as everything else here. Cool. Is that my ship? It was modeled after the vessel Your Majesty used during the Storm Surge era. Fascinating. Does me good to see it. It's like they took old-fashioned fantasy medieval and just slapped on some fucking cyberpunk pink and purple, neon pink and purple elements to them. Just fucking weird. Oh, and I guess whatever color this is, green. This way, please. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through the storm clouds. I advise you brace for turbulence. So this world is still just being ravaged by lightning. It's kind of like the first. Covered in light. The word Alize gave me is reacting. Interesting. Though not to the extent of the 13th, the etheric imbalance here is severe indeed. Why was she looking at the camera? It does serve to impress upon one the marvel of the barrier. What? It does serve to impress upon one the marvel of the barrier. Okay. The lightning in heritage found is tame by comparison. Yeah, no fucking kidding. Nobody's wearing metal, are they? A land where Levin reigns. Literally. A sobering sight to say the least, but I shan't turn back now that we've come this far. Well, what are we looking for exactly? Just survivors? There are no structures nor any other signs of survivors that I can see. I suspect the creator made this area unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. Then we should look further airfield. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? The edge of Alexandrian territory? Oh gosh, Chloe. Territory now. The closest city would be Treno, should it have survived. As a city-state built on a harbor, it was a nexus of trade and it remained neutral throughout the war. We Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighborhood, so to speak. Not unlike our Radzat-Han. Yeah. Alphino has spoke of Radzat-Han before. It's near the South Sea Isles. The Milala homeland, correct? It was also Treno where Milala first found a home in our world. Okay. Quite the mirror. Though the Milala population elsewhere grew, most continue to feel a strong connection to the city. I'd like to think that some remain there to this day. I guess we'll find out. Flight simulation for the route to Treno. One moment. Simulation complete. There is a near 100% probability that the ship would suffer a catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to ambient lightning. My apologies. If we cannot fly, we shall have to... You want to walk? The distance it takes to get to Thavner? You know that's like a whole fucking sea in the way, right? That cave system, for instance, assuming it hasn't collapsed. Let's try there first. Maybe it's not quite where Thavner was on the map, but they're definitely trying to mirror the two locations. Is this instanced? I think this is an instanced area. To my guess anyway. Wow. Look at those rocks. Look at that detail. Wow. MMOs. Still some of the shittiest looking games out there. I mean that's my graphic settings. I'll give them that. But this tunnel appears intact. How do you... Can you see all the way through it? Though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in. Mind you stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren sounds, they're surely ravenous. Oh, that is the dungeon. Oh shit! I was just... Oh, okay. I was just making a meme. They're already level... I can run a dungeon with my wife? Finally! I mean... She's a healer? The fuck is Zoe Mancer? All-rounder. She's classified as a sorceress? Why can't I be classified as a sorceress? Mistwake. Alright, here it goes. I love MMOs. the waiting involved. This is why I play tank. Sometimes our wait times are like DPS, but most of the time it's pretty instant. It's like healer. So funny thing about my graphics being dog shit. Obviously it's because I am streaming simultaneously. These aren't even that bad. I couldn't even fucking tell. I mean, there's no like tessellation on the ground or anything, but like, who the fuck cares? It's a fucking video game. But the funny thing is over the holidays, I visited my family and I helped them all build, well, not all of them, but I helped my siblings build and upgrade their computers. And I got a whole bunch of fucking, I got basically enough parts to build a second computer. What does Chloe need a second computer for? Shit, dog, I don't know. She's just sitting there. I installed Linux on that thing and she's just sitting there. But it's nice. It's a Ryzen 7. It's an older Ryzen 7, I think a 5000 series. 5700, I want to say. 16 gigs of RAM, which is like fucking gold right now. Of course, it's DDR4, so it's not quite. It's like silver right now. And I have an old 5500 XT that I threw in there. I also had a 1660, but I figured the AMD card would be nicer. It would fit better with the CPU, the AMD CPU. And now she's just sitting there. I might do a dual stream setup, but holy fuck, does that sound like a nightmare in of itself? If I do that, then that means that I can actually play games at like half decent settings and they won't look like dookie. I don't know. I thought that was neat. I was kind of nerding out about it. I wasn't even gonna build the fucking thing, and then I just saw all the parts sitting there, and I couldn't help myself. I had to build the computer. She's so pretty. She has like no LED lights. She's just completely black. It's a very different aesthetic from my other computer, which is like all pink lighting. It's nice. What else can I yap about while we wait? Is there seriously nobody online right now? Damn. Maybe we will go in with the NPCs. There we go. Excuse me. Alright, let's see if we die. The Mist Continent. Did I load in with 3 here? That's fucking rare. Alright, just checking that my stuff works. Let's go. they spawn in. I guess I should have fucking figured. test. Oh, we have audio. Oh, okay, so it's a 14 issue. Alright, for those of my lovely followers that are still here, let me know if you can hear my mic. Let me just try. Alright, well, audio came back there. Alright, I guess we just needed to reset 14. Give me 1 second. We'll just roll with it. Wow, that is a classic fanfare. Alright, let me switch back to live. Alright, cool. So if that happens again, we know it's just 14. It was really unfortunate that it happened during the dungeon, but maybe we'll do it again. I'll probably just do it again, just as a fuck it, whatever. But yeah, that was the 7.4 dungeon without sound. We'll do it again in a little bit. I'm not sure why my audio decided to shit itself, but 14 can be kind of funny like that sometimes. And you know what? Let's just move on. Yeah, let's just move on. Excuse me. Yeah, so if that ever happens again with this game, then I'll just fucking Alt F4 or something and reload the game. Hopefully they won't fucking ban me and my character for that, but or my account for that, but hey. C'est la vie, I guess.
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone.
Let's let that roll for a second.
And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Our helpers, were we being watched?
So, the city endures. And it is in much better shape than expected.
Impressive, considering the destruction without.
Yeah.
The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
Oh, they're all Malalas. Wonderful. That brings up some very interesting implications.
Miqo, the mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now.
How old do Lalafell live again?
Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough, I'd swear, you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. Though you must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please. What happened to Alexandria?
It went poof.
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting parties sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sphene's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, the tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection? With your permission, then. But before we go... allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryle, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
Right then. City in the middle of a world completely destroyed by lightning. I guess Alexandria survived for a while. It makes sense that other cities would survive, but it's gorgeous. The architecture, the gardens, it's all immaculate. How do they... What? Lummel? Why, if it isn't our new friends. Thanks again for making short work of our foes. If you've got to the... If you've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, I can only assume it's for good reason. You want to help me? Odd, but I'll consider it. Before anything else, though, I must insist you drink our signature remedy. Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. Sleepless, you say. Is it just coffee? You may find the teeniest touch too sour for your tastes. Is it just coffee? But it'll set you alright. Just tip it down your throat. So, what an odd way of wording that. Oh. How bad could it be? Okay, so it's an herbal remedy. Maybe it's matcha. Excuse me. Well, it's hot.
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Shower? Herc. Refreshing. Can't help but be honest.
Got that right. Don't worry, the tingling means it's working.
If you say so, bud.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
Nutritious doesn't mean tasty.
I can relate all too well.
Well, now I want to try
it's not
some.
like the syrup leader used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure.
Right.
Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Totally.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
I could use some of that stuff right now. Coffee hasn't really been doing its magic lately. I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? That was me announcing our victory earlier. And since grandmother sent you to help me with repairs, you know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems the people of Trano may have. My favorite kinds of work include taste testing, menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Ah yes, the repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? If you've come all the way out to visit us, you must have had more important things in mind, and you've already helped protect the city. Actually, our goal is to ascertain the present state of the mist. What? Did you come from across the sea? Not exactly. We've actually come from Alexandria. Are you quite sure? No, sorry, of course you're sure. It would be rude of me to doubt you. It's not every day that we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know that it must come as something of a shock, but this is our first time in Trano, and we should like to get to know the city and its people. That is why we proposed lending a hand to those in need. I see. In that case, why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, I was hoping we would get right into the trial. The sad part about the dungeon being over so quickly, I mean, we're only an hour into this, and it's like a 3.5 hour storyline. Sad part is that now we're just gonna be reading the whole time. Don't they know I can't read? If we split up, we can spend more time speaking with the locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy promptly. Could you each take a portion? That seems a little dangerous in a foreign land where we don't know anyone. I haven't had my fill of conversation. Rest assured that I can handle pouring liquid into a cup. Sip. Oh, that probably looked goofy. That looked really goofy. Let me divide this up. Yeah, just point me where to go. Yawn. You must be one of those visitors Lumol mentioned. Odd place to be visiting, though. You came to deliver the remedy. Thank you kindly. Pelts that aren't highly charged with lightning, aether are the most valuable. Tan them with the right stuff. The beasts you felled will all be put to good use. Okay. You're that mighty monster slayer I saw earlier. And you brought Sleepless Rhapsody, bless you. Dead on my feet after that battle. Practice keeps one's skills sharp. I can hardly wait to get to work on my grimoire. The thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps our ancestors' magic alive and flourishing. There's a fresh face if I ever saw one. And what's that in your hand? Don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but the battle doesn't feel over until I've had a cup of Sleepless Rhapsody. The greatest discoveries of our time is that seeds carried by invading creatures can be cultivated into remarkable plants. With as many hides as we have this time, not to mention stomachs, it's entirely possible we'll find new varieties of herbs amongst our harvest. Oh. Fascinating.
fascinating. I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much, as I helped to treat the injured's wounds.
Jesus.
The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Spheen's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the Ninth. Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima. If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
Mind you don't share that with any other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
Beat you to publication? Oh, okay. Not as literal
Did you
as
learn aught of note, Raha?
I spoke with one of Treno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them. Unfortunately, barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line, so the train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume. There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Treno must make do with what is to hand.
In addition to this constant state of scarcity, much of Treno's populace suffers from Levin sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the resulting casualties. Yet everyone we've spoken with seems undaunted by these hardships. They are not only surviving, they are happy in spite of it all.
Where there is life, there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it. Until, stone by stone, the city rises.
A noble city with noble purpose.
Is aught the matter, Lowell?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
Well, no need to catastrophize.
Oh, is it this by chance? While I
The
was
fuck?
distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
That's convenient.
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
Is that a tracking device?
How do you lose a
the
tracking
technology.
device?
This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
Oh, okay. You don't have a... You can't pinpoint
That
to
explains
it.
how you knew when they'd
It's
been
the thing that
vanquished.
pinpoints. Okay.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
Uh-oh. Maybe one more? Oh, okay, never mind.
No, 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 no! She's going to kill me! say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electrope engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
All right.
I take it she also built that device.
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so.
Yeah.
And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably.
Probably.
I mean,
I appreciate that they
wouldn't it
started
be interesting
playing
to
this
watch her
track
work?
over this scene,
Maybe
by the
if you
way.
didn't help.
I would have
It'd be,
never known that this was
you
supposed
know,
to be a
edifying?
funny.
Please! I beg you! Please!
Yeah, me too.
I suppose that's that then.
Cinnamon cream coffee. Oh, that sounds so tasty.
Our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here? Lummel, what did you do?
Oh, okay.
Subtle. You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it?
What's it?
It may be a teeny tiny bit,
You broke it again? How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope? I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker.
I beg your forgiveness. I'm on my knees and everything, see?
Dramatic.
And since we have guests, can't you let it slide? Just this once?
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he? You'd never believe he's the elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lummel mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
Please don't misunderstand. We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes electrope.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. Well, you'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down. Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough electrope on hand to do a proper job.
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
Did we not pass through a mine on the way here?
You got rid of them? Just like that?
Just like that.
So, the mine is safe for mining again? Hooray!
They're very expressive here in...
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have
What
to
is
do
this
is
place
fix the
called
tracker.
again?
Yes, very well. If you
Treno?
go, do be careful.
I realize I haven't said it out loud
Once you get the machinery
yet.
up and running, make sure to send some electrope over to the barrier service station.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany you?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe
Oh my.
without our help. In the meantime, shall we assist Ayane with her repair work?
Now why would you do that? Alright. Well, nothing like getting familiar with new technical difficulties during midstream, right? I entirely forgot to ask your names. Do forgive me. Bear with me a second. Memory shortage. Okay. Well. Looks like we're safe right now, so we'll just have to ignore that. It's lovely to meet you. It feels strange putting you to work, but I'd be lying if I said I don't need the help. In the wake of an event like this, I presume a great deal of labor is required to restore everything to working order. Yeah, no kidding. The volume of fixes that need making is one matter, but I could handle it if it weren't for these legs of mine. The paralysis flares up at the worst times, I swear. I can manage a bit of shuffling from one station to the other on a good day, but I usually leave racing around the city to my brother. With him off to the mine, though, someone else needs to take care of the lightning sprites. They're drawn to the discharge discharged aether of slain creatures. I'd offer to... Oh my gosh. I think my brain is just focused on like, oh, what technical difficulty I'm gonna have to deal with next. Oy. Apologies, guys. But this was supposed to be a... As much as we are going through the MSQ, it is also to test my, well, system here, streaming on Linux, so. Is what it is. You'll just have to bear with me for a little bit. And I thank you for doing so. I'd offer you the detector to make the tracking them down Alright, Chloe. You need more coffee. I'd offer you the detector to make tracking them down easier, but seeing as Lumel has managed to break it yet again... I do have this, though. Toss some out of spray and you can suppress its ability to sense aether nearby. That usually gets them wandering out of the city towards more fertile ground. Okay? So we needn't fight them. We find it safer not to. When threatened, they'll siphon energy from facilities we need to keep our medical services running, or emit bursts that overload nearby systems. Okay. For the same reason, I recommend you stick to thoroughfares that will allow you to spot them well in advance. I would hate for you to be injured while helping us, or for your systems to go down because of us. We'll wait to split up again to cover more ground. Are you ready to go? Excuse me. Yawn. Sorry, I just had to snap that back into place. Lightning sprites. The time to test your tossing arm has arrived. Oh no. But I have notoriously awful aim. It's important to keep the city free of them. We're much obliged. Krile is taking a while. Being new to the city, if something were to happen, she wouldn't know where to go for help. Would you check on her? She started off in the direction of Town Hall. I just followed the MSQ objectives. Though there are several diminutive folk about. Did you see a small woman with a cat ear hoodie run by here? You're looking a mite lost there, lass. I can help you with? Have you seen a woman in a yellow hood? I guess calling them small is a bit diminutive. I presume you mean Krile. Had a good old chat with her earlier. Not to mention, she saved my hide. I can't believe I missed that lightning sprite till it was right on top of me. Thanks to her, I got out unscathed. Bit awkward striking up a conversation after that, and it had been a while since I talked to anyone I haven't known my whole life. She's a kind lass, good at putting folks at ease, like Miqo. I don't know how to pronounce that character's name. Miali? I think it's Miali. I forget how she pronounced it. When we're done chatting, she went off towards the canal. Had a touch of melancholy about her. Though, and I wasn't sure why. Didn't think it was something I said, but I knew that if it was, saying more wouldn't help, so I let her go. She could use the company of a friend. It seems this area is instanced as well. I haven't seen any other player characters, unless I missed all of the other player characters, and because I'm doing this 2 weeks out, everybody's just gone.
Ah, were you looking for me? I only intended to sit down for a moment, but I must have lost track of time. Will you lend me your ear? The source and the ninth. Someday I will have to decide which one to call home. The thought has lingered like a storm cloud in my mind. I've tried to ignore it, remind myself that we have more important matters to contend with. But I cannot keep drifting between these worlds forever. When I first learned the truth of my past, I assumed it would have no bearing on my future.
Krile, I'm gonna let you finish.
My home, and the students of Baldessian my purpose.
Those fish were swimming backwards. Alright, sorry. Go ahead.
After meeting my parents, It struck me that to simply choose the source would be to abandon them. And not only them, but a home I could have loved, had my life gone as it should have. That is why I had to learn more of this place. And the me I could have been. I feel even less certain than before. Though we are strangers to them, these people have welcomed us as if we are their own. It's like speaking with old friends. And knowing now the challenges they face, what would it say about me if I just left them behind and returned to the source? Is that who I am? Who I was meant to be? Or is this where I belong?
Well, I'm glad we're finally giving Kryl the attention she kind of deserved during the main quest, during the actual expansion. Some heavy stuff, to be sure. I'm a little less afraid to face the answers now, whatever it may be. And when I find it, I hope you'll be there. But we've kept A&A waiting long enough. Let's hurry back. Glad you're both back safe and sound. Now we can relax until my brother does the same. With your friend escorting him, he can't get himself into too much trouble, unless he tumbles down the stairs into town again, I suppose.
That reminds me. The structures near the barrier all seem to be designed for Milala. Is there a reason that those in the center of the city are so much larger?
Oh yes. The center is the oldest part of Treno, built by the Hewn and the Eldite before the Milala came.
So Treno predates the Milala's arrival?
The mayor at the time was kind enough to take our ancestors in, and gave them leave to establish their own residential quarter.
Yet I have seen naught but Milala since we came to the city. Where did the other peoples go?
Alexandria. In the closing days of the storm surge, when death and destruction were everywhere, they believed it would be safer. But Treno didn't have a barrier at first, you see. But one of our industrious brethren had served as tutor in the royal household, and returned to us with knowledge of the barrier's design. It's thanks to him that the city survives to this day.
Might I ask a more personal question? We previously uncovered some records pertaining to the Milala's past. In them, it was written that the Milala left their paradise of eternal summer when a great calamity froze their isles. Understandably, all were not content to leave their homeland behind. Some attempted to return using the same power that had brought them here, but they found the way closed to them. Never again has the Golden Path opened, that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Tell me, were that golden path to open once more, and you were to find the Milala homeland restored to its former glory, would you go back?
I'd certainly like to see that paradise of eternal summer for myself. Who wouldn't? But it wouldn't be going back. After all, my one and only home is here. Treno, this run-down, beat-up, beautiful city.
You truly love it, don't you?
Do you know what the speaker said when the Milala came to this place? O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. We never forgot those words. Not my ancestors, nor my grandmother, nor my brother and me. That boundless optimism, that communal spirit, that is Treno. No matter what comes or how hard it gets, we'll choose joy over fear and stand together. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Nowhere else you'd rather be. Perhaps it really is as simple as listening to your heart.
Earlier you said that your brother couldn't get into too much trouble if he was with Raha, but how much trouble— oh, I forgot to turn off the auto scroll. Cool. Hi. Conversely, I hadn't expected to see the two of you again so soon. I take it... Miele? What the fuck did I just say a minute ago? Son of a bitch. Miele, yeah. I take it the mayor's curiosity is sated? For the moment. I gave her a brief account of the situation in Alexandria, as well as events involving the key. She was most interested in the latter. In fact, it seems she knew of the relic long before we did, and wishes to discuss it with everyone. Would you be able to join us? I should love to go straight away, but we are awaiting Raha's return. As we speak, Miele herself is making her rounds through the city. We have time. Okay? Yawn.
We're back! The mine is in working order, I'm pleased to say. Electrope is being delivered for the barrier even as we speak.
Have you two finished regaling the mayor?
We have. Though she has her own story to tell. Of the key, in fact. We thought you might like to join us at the...
This is an evacuation alert. All citizens, please proceed to emergency shelters. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
Uh-oh.
The Doom train is approaching. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
The what?
The Doom train. Wasn't that one of Lindblom's weapons of war? You know of it. I've never seen it myself.
Oh my
But
god.
according to Zelenia, it was an armored vehicle used to transport war beasts to the front. In order to prevent them from running wild ere their deployment, a powerful arcane entity was housed in the engine.
The end of the war didn't slow it one bit. Quite the contrary. Fueled by lightning ether, it's been speeding across the continent ever since.
Oh my god.
The Doom train and its beasts bring death and destruction everywhere it goes. It's a
Yeah?
veritable calamity on rails. It passed near Treno some years ago, claiming many lives, including our parents. I must go and repair the barrier as swiftly as possible. Without it, we haven't got a chance.
Just leave it to me.
You can't be serious! You'll never finish in time, and you'll be right in its path.
I have to try. For Treno.
Yane, no!
She has a
Seems my services are required once more.
She has a
I'll go
special
with you.
walking animation.
Perhaps my knowledge of Electrope will be of use.
Perhaps.
I wish I were a fighter like you two. Keep her safe, will you? Please?
While destroying the Doom train would be preferable, we should seek to delay its advance at the very least.
I'll do more than that for you, sweetie. I mean,
You can't be thinking of fighting it head on. That's madness.
well, now I have to do it. I am quite mad after all.
If your mind is made up, there may be a way.
Oh?
There's a freight depot not far from us. We can use the train that's stopped there.
What?
Raha mentioned that before, did he not?
The Doom train will have to pass through the depot to reach Treno. And since the evacuation alert was only just triggered, we might be able to reach it first.
So we commandeer this freight train, match our speed to the enemy's, and use it as a platform from which we launch a sustained counteroffensive. Is that your proposal?
It'd be better than trying to smash the bloody thing before it runs us all over.
You might be right.
And if it might save a Yane, I'll do whatever it takes. Let me drive the train. That will leave you free to concentrate on the fight.
Lumel.
I need to grab a few things. Meet me by the gate.
What are you looking at? If anyone can stop a speeding weapon of war, it's Mocha. yeah. But we must also recognize the threat posed by its company of beasts. If its influence is so powerful that even as it barrels ahead, enthralled creatures continue to follow it, then the train may well gather additional minions as it draws near. There's no telling how many will charge Treno's gate, so we should prepare for the worst. Perhaps Ishola and I ought to remain on guard here. I'm inclined to agree. Mocha, while you remove the head of this metal serpent, we will attend to the defense of the city. You got it. Among other things, we must do what we can to ensure the citizens get to shelter before the fighting begins. Godspeed. I hate to see her leave, but I love to watch her go. Alright, where am I? The place we're headed is the Bentini Depot, I think is what it said. Oh, fuck. This will be taking a hover cargo. Oh, okay. My friend here has volunteered for the mission, and yes, I did explain the dangers. The cargo's equipped with a portable barrier, and frankly, I'm great at my frankly. I guarantee our safety during the ride. What happens once we get to the Bentini? Well, that's your problem. Or problem indeed. It certainly is. Let me know when you're ready to move out. Right back into the action. Our fearless operator will help you aboard. We make for the Bentini with all haste. I'll have us there in a flash. Do keep any limbs you're attached to and would like to remain attached to inside the vehicle.
This is it. You'll be riding that flat car at the rear of the train. I'll be all the way at the front, pushing her as fast as she can go. The Doom train moves at breakneck speed. If we're too slow, it'll plow right through us. Speaking of which, we'd best get underway before it does just that. Don't forget you're fighting for Ayane. For all of Treno.
I think we'll be fine. Alright, let's see if the audio shits itself again during a duty. I'm hoping that was kind of a one-off, but I guess if it happens. Hell on rails. How far away is that? So now we wait. my favorite part of any MMO. The waiting. How are you guys all doing, by the way? I think in all of the excitement and, well, with my head kind of focused on maintaining stream, I forgot to ask you guys. I hope you guys are doing alright. I hope you're all well. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season, whatever you might celebrate. And if not, well, I hope you had a good week. Beautiful. Alright, here we go. See if the game goofies its pants again. That is not breakneck speed. Oh my god, its mouth moves. Oh my god, get me out of here. That is a lot of damage. Oh, okay. Depth perception. I'm just gonna... Oh my. Oh my. Alright. It's fine. Tank privilege. Unlimited express. Okay. Oh my. Oh my. I see how this is gonna go. Turnip crossing.
Turret! Good luck!
Oh, turret crossing. One is fine. Somehow.
Get up there!
Oh my. Yeah, okay. Can I still hit him up here? How can you tell which one Lightning Express is? Alright, we'll go this way. Can I still... Oh, that puts me at the on the bottom. Okay, noted. Fun. Uh-oh. We've only got 2 more platforms. Hopefully no more than 2. What the fuck? It's a little mini Doom train out there. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. That is not good for the party. Alright, other tanks this time. You wanna follow it. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And targets me. Let's see if I can do this better. Yay. What in the Final Fantasy? Flashbang.
What's in this? You're still on board, right?
It grows arms? Okay.
Material! Arms!
Oh, okay. Frontal. Haley, okay. Whatever. Fine. Take away my ability to do damage, I guess. Oh, I see.
I have to disconnect the car! Quick! Jump on the next one!
Damage, my DPS.
Thunder upon us!
I'm so fucking getting hit by that. Told ya. Well, that's cute. Squeenix is trying different things. Why did you take damage? Can I target him? I can't target him. Why are you taking damage? Why are you taking unnecessary damage? Thanks, I'll try that. Cool. Did it. Couldn't have done better, eh, Mocha? I mean, at least I didn't die. I can't complain about that.
Phew. No more adventures, thank you. That was enough bravery for a lifetime. But we did it! We stopped the Doom Train.
Yeah.
Well, mostly you did.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Before we can celebrate, though, we need to make sure Treno's secure. As I feared, stray beasts to the south. I've lost track of how many times I've asked you for help, but I need your help again.
You mean I get to hit things with my axe again? Sure, fuck yeah.
No!
She fucking one-shot those things?
Can you stand?
Yes! Thank you so much. There were others being attacked over by the canal. Could you possibly...
Of course, I'll go right away. The rest of you should get to the town hall. I can't leave anyone behind. I won't.
Oh, we play as okay.
Best make sure the evacuation route is clear first. Those people by the canal. Help is on the way!
Fascinating.
There may be other stragglers.
I keep wanting to hit my sprint button, but I don't think I'm allowed. Well, Cryle has a unique animation too. I mean, I guess I wouldn't totally know. I don't play Lala, but it looks unique. Silly, isn't it? My wife and I will be making for Town Hall straight away.
That breeze is awfully warm. Oh no! First things first, the fire. Take a leaf out of Y'shtola's book. Not a moment too soon. I hope that was the worst of it.
Is it ever?
A voice. Further out. I'll take care of this. Make shelter. Is that all of them?
Oh, fine.
A behemoth!
Cut that rather close.
promise you're all right.
Ayane has finished the repairs. We need only hold the line until the barrier is in place.
And hold the line we will, together. I can still fight. I can.
I have no doubt.
Keep away from the clouds. If I never see another storm.
That worked. Holy shit.
Nowhere is safe with so many of them.
Just don't get hit by two. Just don't get hit by two.
Friendly winds, please.
Okay, that's fine. Fortunate indeed. Do they follow? No. I could have probably taken that on my own, but whatever. Oh, I went into my burst. Fuck you.
Something is coming.
Ball lightning! Y'shtola, speed! Lend me your strength!
Two of us will disperse these balls of lightning.
Just keep the lightning at bay a little longer! Take cover behind the triggers!
was fun.
I must say, that was an incredible performance.
Remind me to never stand in your way.
Flatterer. What is it?
The barrier is restored. The people of Treno may rest easy once more.
Oh, it just straight up kills them, okay. Or whatever the fuck that was.
The perimeter is clear, everyone. And thanks to our guests, the Dawntrail has been destroyed. Last but not least, Ayane's fixed the barrier. We don't need to worry about beasts anymore. This calls for a celebration.
The Doom Train is gone for good.
That's our Ayane.
They're safe. All of them. Alila? Kryl, does the name Alila mean aught to you?
My mother. Did you know her?
I'm sorry, my dear. We should get you patched up before aught else. Alila's story and that of the key are one and the same. After you've rested and recovered, I'll tell you the tale. You have no cause to fret, I promise you. While Lummel forgot to give the order, bless him, there's work to be done ere we can celebrate. First and foremost, we must see to any injured. Come and find me at Town Hall when you're ready.
Without further delay, then.
You needn't mind me. My injuries are far from severe.
But your curiosity is another matter, is it not? Your feet will deliver you to Miaili all the swifter if you can actually walk on them.
While I would rather not have tumbled into the pavement in front of half the city, I am none the worse for wear. Thanks to Y'shtola. But what of yourself? If you have any hurts, we can tend to them now before we see Miaili. Did she say Miaili or Miaili? I already forgot. Her voice like fucking erases every brain cell that's on in my brain. Dark City Treno, Dawntrail orchestration roll. Into the mist! Curious, isn't it? I want to know more than anything, yet part of me is still terrified. But having come so far, I can't turn from the truth now. If everyone is feeling up to it, let us go and have our answers.
Ere I begin my tale, there is something about our family that you need to understand. We are descendants of the Speakers of Eld, and I myself am the latest to inherit the role. Even as we do our utmost to ensure our people's welfare in our adopted home, it has ever been our duty to find a means to return whence we came. Alas, our ancestral treasure never did answer our prayers. And that left my elder sister, the previous speaker, mired in doubt. It was then, when she was at her most vulnerable, that preservation reached out to her.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership.
We've heard this part before, from my parents' memories. My mother was your sister.
She was, which makes you an heir to the Speaker's legacy.
Holy shit.
The last message I received from your parents said that in order to thwart Preservation's design, They must send away both their daughter and the key. I now understand what became of the former. As for the latter, through conversing with your friends, I gleaned with whom it currently resides.
And is it your wish that we give it back?
We Milala are the people of Treno now. Here is where we've put down our roots. The moment Elila relinquished the key, she relinquished our claim to it as well. But be that as it may, my sister gave up not only her life, but her darling daughter, to prevent its misuse. It is my duty to ensure that its new bearer is worthy. So, should it answer your call as it never did ours, how would you use the key's power?
To explore the worlds yet unknown to us, to save lives and perform other such feats of heroism. I'm still not sure, frankly. I think only option 1 is really holds any weight.
For some, that might be a self-serving end. But your deeds
Right.
are proof that I needn't worry. And what's more, there's your friendship with my niece. I dare say that speaks well of your character.
By the by, do you have any records pertaining to the key here in Treno?
By the by.
Would that we did. But Delilah took everything with her when she joined Preservation. If aught remains, it would be in Alexandria.
And so we find ourselves returned to our original course.
Shale may have made some progress. Perhaps it's time to bring our visit to an end. But by that, I don't mean to say that I don't feel welcome in Treno. You've all been so kind and accommodating. And in many ways, it's my hometown. It's just that, well,
It's all right, my dear. It is true that some feel bound by blood or birthplace, but I don't believe that your parents would have wanted that for you. They devoted their lives to understanding the key so that future generations would not be burdened by it. As we have chosen Treno, so too should you choose the place you call home. A place where you can bloom and grow with fearless joy.
I will.
We must give you a proper send-off, though. Wait for us by the gate, will you? A word of caution, Keeper of the Key. As you know, it is a relic that has traveled across centuries and worlds, passing through countless hands. Oft beckoning to those ruled by ambition or avarice. Indeed, some have wondered if it chooses its master. But I believe differently. I believe that some inexorable force, call it fate, if you will, ushers it from one bearer to the next. Be wary, for fate's regard now falls upon you.
My kingdom, for an Aether Shard.
Thank you all for everything.
We're the ones who should be thanking you. You fought so many times for us.
I've tended to the people's immediate hurts, but see that they receive appropriate care as they recover.
I still can't believe you took down the Dawntrail. Just like that. You're my hero, truly. And I'm sure Mum and Dad and everyone else we lost will rest easier now that it can never hurt anyone again.
For my part, I cannot thank you enough for supporting my plan for the barrier. Not to mention that we wouldn't even have the electrope to restore it without your aid. I can't wait to see what else we can do now that the mine is back in service. Kryl. O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. Remember that, will you? Whatever shore you choose.
Of course. Those words and our people will always be in my heart.
After so long without her, I had begun to forget what my sister was like. Her face, her voice, fading like the mist. All I could remember clearly was her resolve as we parted for the last time. But now I've seen her again. In you, sweetheart. for bringing her back to me. It is a joy to have met you, Kryle.
You too, Aunt Miaili.
I know your home lies far from here, but to us you'll always be family. Come and see us once in a while, won't you?
I will. My comrades have found a treatment for Levin sickness, so I'll bring it to Treno as soon as I can.
My, you certainly have no shortage of accomplished friends. We'll await your return, my dear. Life is full of surprises when one lives in hope. Isn't that right, Delilah?
Can't see it on my VTuber's face, but I thought that was quite sweet. It still feels a bit like I'm dreaming, but even should I wake, I'll remember it, I'll remember them. On a practical note, I am more certain than ever Shale's work will yield vital insights into the key. I look forward to speaking with her when we arrive in Solution 9. If you don't mind, might we first make our way to Resolution? Go-san will be wondering about my absence. Heavens, yes, I apologize for keeping you from your duties for so long. Think nothing of it. I was more than happy to be a part of your adventure, and Go-san will forgive me once I tell him of Treno. This explains much. I wondered why I had seen neither hide nor hair of your majesty these past days. May I ask where you've been? The 9th. It's quite a long story. Why did I say quite like that? However stalwart your companions, traversing the Mist Continent with no knowledge of what awaited was extraordinarily reckless. Well, how else are you supposed to know what awaits? That I cannot deny, but it availed us much. We have the opportunity to resume diplomatic relations with a longtime ally. And as I did not, in fact, come to harm, all is well that ends well. Should you feel compelled to go on another excursion in the future, I expect that you will notify me beforehand. Yes, of course, it was remiss of me, I apologize. Duty's call is most insistent. Nevertheless, whenever you require my aid, please do not hesitate to seek it. You're back? How'd it go? Did you find a way down? Trano, I've heard the name. Incredible that it's sheltered Milala all this time. What's more, the mayor was able to share the story of the key from her perspective. She believes that the historical documents pertaining to it are stored in Preservation's archives. They could be, though our work isn't done yet. We've made progress on the decryption. I was on my way to containment complex to review the data in situ. Situ? In that case, allow me to accompany you. Though it may be incomplete, I should like to review the information available. I didn't realize their hideout was called Containment Bay whatever. Not Bay, but all this time, I didn't even know what their hideout was called. We'll contact you as soon as we've made some sense of it. Alright. Boy, I hate to see her leave. In the meantime, might I suggest that our Warrior of Light get a good night's sleep or two? You never know what manner of hellish technology will be after us next. Yeah. And Kryl, I assume you'll be wanting to familiarize yourself with the care and feeding of porksies. Okay. Indeed, while I'm aware of the principles, I was needed elsewhere when the others were treating the Levin afflicted. I shall have to ask Y'shtola to instruct me. This is the least I can do for my family. I intend to visit them whenever possible, but my home will always be here in the Source. There is nowhere I'd rather be. Good fucking God. Wasn't much of a smile, but more so a flash of teeth. Earlier in Trano. Uh-oh.
Now, there is much to be done. With access to the mine restored, I'd like to explore methods to expand our food production systems. I look forward to your insights.
That's unique hair.
My poor heart. I only meant to steal a glimpse while we were in the area. But our eyes definitely met, didn't they? Oh, that's not ideal. Such fearsome instincts to perceive me as a threat in an instant. But I shouldn't be surprised. It's the Source's vaunted hero, after all.
Halmarut!
Oh, dear me! Oh.
What the fuck?
One need hardly be the warrior of light to notice you. You're far from subtle. As if the horns and scales weren't enough, you insist upon dressing for another century.
I think it's cute.
Those clothes must be as old as I am. Where is your robe?
You mean the robe that practically announces me as an Ascian?
What?
Not that I don't intend to reveal that detail, but it will be at a time of my choosing. Besides, if one of us can't help but draw the eye, it's you. Oh, Calyx, how you've grown. Smaller, that is. And surprisingly cute-ish.
Put me down.
Jests aside, we will be departing the 9th all too soon. If you wish to say your goodbyes, I could find you a vessel and mold it to match your preferred presentation.
Don't you dare. I will not debase myself by occupying a living body ever again.
What
And
the
in any
fuck?
case, to travel the rift as you do requires the shedding of one's flesh, does it not?
I apologize if I upset you. Your understanding is, in essence, correct. The magics cannot bring a vessel through the rift. Ergo, you must discard it and assume a form of pure ether until you reach the other side. However, that doesn't mean you need discard everything like so much refuse. Using fissures such as this, one can easily send small amounts of matter between reflections. Matter such as your archived memories.
All the more reason to remain as I am. At present, I could pass through a fissure myself. And as this form suffices for surveying the material realm, I see no reason to expend effort searching for a replacement. I wish only to observe. That is enough.
Very well. I shan't press. Nevertheless, odd though you may look, I would encourage you to bid farewell to those to whom you have attachment. For now that you failed, unless our hero changes course, this world is doomed to die.
I had hoped to banish death from their lives. Why should it come to all, whether they will it or no? Why must any accept this burden and grief?
Two things in life are certain.
It was never about any one person. So no, there are none with whom I would exchange fond farewells. But so long as mankind yet survives, I can hold fast to my faith. That my life's work might again bring someone salvation.
Yes,
Hold
indeed.
fast you must. as we press ever onward. For soon it begins, and every world shall tremble. The Winterers must be prepared to outlast the great withering to come.
That's your ominous prediction, is it?
What an ominous
No.
prediction.
It's nature's proclamation. Can't you hear it?
Hear what?
It echoes in the silence, left by the will of the star.
Wither blows fate's wandering will. For gray clouds presage winter's chill. Okay. Those are always so cryptic. Achievement unlocked, into the mist, yay. Also, good morning, TJ. Not TJ, JJ. How are you today? I knew I would do that one day. Apologies. How you doing today? Hope you're well. Alright, but yeah, that's the 7.4 MSQ. All done, sealed, and signed. We are going to do, because we had technical difficulties earlier, well, normally I would just call it here, probably. We are going to go ahead and do Mistweek again, and see if we can replicate the issue that we had earlier. If the audio bugs out and shits itself, well, you know, c'est la vie. At least I can replicate the issue. If not, well, then we have, at the very least, we don't have to stress it too much, is what I'm saying. And this way I can at least get a run of it in on stream, recorded, with sound. For what? No reason, really. Let's just get some action in at the end of the stream, why don't we? genius. I love this silly class. Oh, that's kind of cute. That makes more sense. I was wondering how we got into this. I wasn't able to really like take in the surroundings because of the issues that we were dealing with. So it's cool to see like the outskirts of Treno. 90% of players do not play Oblivious. If they did, I'd feel way more at home in this game. No, 90% of players play Cat Girls, for fucking sure. I will die on that hill. There are not enough Sierra players. Cat Girls. Besides, what's wrong with Vieras? I dare you to point out one flaw in a Vieira's design. The first Descendant. Is that another game? With many people? Ultimate Bunny. Fuck that up. I wasted my shake it off. Oh well. I should have been paying attention to the health bar. It's no coincidence, right, that this is the 9th and Square literally wait, hold on, my fucking I'm having big brain moment right now. This is the 14th Final Fantasy game, and it primarily takes place in the source. And there are why can't I use this? Thank you. There are 13 Final Fantasy titles. Guys, what if lightning is 0? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, it just clicked in my head. I didn't mean to bump the mic. I'm sorry. It just clicked in my head. So this is supposed to heavily reference Final Fantasy IX, and it's the 9th shard. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. The first didn't really have much to do with Final Fantasy 1 though, did it? I guess I can't confirm because I have no fucking idea. There was a Crystal Tower, I'm sure. But the Final Fantasy 1 references all came in like the World of Darkness raid series, so it was like... Oh my, I'm dead. I gotta stop thinking about the lore. You clipping the mic? Kinda. Have at me. They have True North. Fuck. Oh, it's not North. Oh my. It's fine. Just don't get hit by 2. That's all. When don't get hit forehead doesn't work, just make sure you don't get hit by 2. Don't get hit twice. I could have mitigated that. Oh well. No, get back here, bitch. Buff. My buff. Fuck, what am I, stupid? cute-ass gear. Alright, well now that that's done. Fun dungeon. Not super, like, fantastical or anything. There wasn't, like, a whole lot that was different, but a couple of those mechanics did catch me off guard. The first boss is definitely the one that'll catch you up the most, going in for the first time. I don't know, tank privilege gets me out of a lot of bad situations. There isn't much to say about that one. I did like Dawntrail. They definitely tried some new ideas with Dawntrail. I think back to the only other train boss, wow, it's weird that there are 2 train bosses in this game. There aren't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. What's the meme? You know what? I butchered it already. Moving on. Dawntrail was neat. That was neat. And I like what they did with the story thus far. It is, I'm excited to see where they take it, and, why is my VTuber doing that? Let's see if I can just... Alright, yeah, I'm interested in seeing where they take it. Let me actually swap really quickly, too. Here we go. Cool. Well, this is my little yapping page, so you guys have a bigger Chloe to watch yap. I'm sure it'll be a little more exciting when I have cam on, but maybe not. I don't know. I like what I did here. It's amazing what you can do with just a couple of PNGs and a dream. But anywho, thank you guys for stopping in if you did. I hope you guys are enjoying the MSQ of Final Fantasy XIV if you are playing, and if not, definitely check the game out. It is quite an endeavor. It takes a lot from you in terms of time, but it's fun. There are a lot of parts of this game that I just absolutely adore. And, well, I can't say I'm not attached to my Warrior of Light. A little bit. I do enjoy Warrior a lot, so if you really don't know what you would play, I highly recommend Warrior. It is super straightforward, super simple. Honestly, I can't get enough of this silly little class. But yeah, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we will be doing the 7.5 MSQ, and the last Alliance raid. It will be a slightly longer stream. This one went a little over time, just because, well, I had some not network issues actually. I had some technologically, what's the word? Yeah, just tech issues, I guess. So we had to sort those out, and, you know, it is what it is. This is also the first time I'm streaming on Linux, so that's fun. My VTuber is a little stunted in terms of expressions, so I will have to fuss with that later. I think that's the only thing that I'm really concerned about. If the whole like audio crashing was actually just on the part of the 14 client, which always has audio issues, the game can even just like shut down completely and just crash completely if you unplug like your headset, or it loses the audio output. They might have fixed that. For some reason I have it in my head that they fixed that, but that was the case. So knowing that that's just a 14 issue makes me feel a little bit better. Knowing that we didn't replicate it again makes me feel a lot better. And yeah, this has been fun. I am excited to move over to Linux. Maybe not completely, but I will be streaming on Linux for the majority of next month. I'm not sure if Resident Evil Requiem will run well on Linux, but we'll see. If it does, I might stream that on Linux, but we'll see. Again, I guess it's not super pertinent to you guys. I'm just saying, it's neat, it's fun. I kind of like it. I just need to figure out how to make my VTuber smile a little more. It wasn't like super obvious. Yeah, the magic mirror expressions were a little more straightforward in this one, but we'll see. I'll figure it out. Anywho, thank you guys so much for tuning in if you did, ladies, gentlemen, my non-binary friends in between. I am, of course, Chloe Chimera, as you all know me. If you'd like to support me further, consider following me on all my socials. Buy me a coffee. That really goes a long way. I would appreciate that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow my Twitch, subscribe to my Twitch if you have the means, buy my porn if that is your thing, and as always, I love ya. Mwah. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!